ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are currently in, for the third time, Providence, Rhode Island. And boy, oh boy, me and Plastic are glad to be here once again.
Once, twice, 3 times in Providence.
That's great, isn't it?
Yes.
But anyway, before the match, or before the intro started, Ciampa and Dunn were ushered down to the ring for a one-on-one match to determine...
Did you just say ushed?
Ushered.
There you go.
Ushered down to the ring for a one-on-one match to determine the next contender for Keith Lee's Intercontinental Championship.
Hold on a second. Samson is ushing us over.
Oh, shush.
It touched me, shush.
I'm gonna punch you.
I just threw you off your game, didn't I?
You did, yeah. A little bit.
Beautiful deadlift. Powerbomb. Pete Dunne, Tommaso Ciampa, Intercontinental Championships, or Contendership. What's up? What are you trying to say, Astra?
I'm trying to say we're 6 days away from Night of Champions.
Are we really?
Yes, we are.
What day? What day is that going to be?
It's this Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
What's the specific date?
The 21st of August.
Wow. So what you're saying is August 21st, 6 p.m. Eastern time on the Twitch page, twitch.tv/UCB Wrestling, which is probably going to be down below in the description. You can check out one heck of a pay-per-view where all of the championships are going to be defended.
Every single one except for one.
The Colossal Television Championship, which is no longer defended at pay-per-views, only defended on SmackDown.
Yep, there you go.
Wild.
That's going to be one heck of a show as we've got what's the word?
Confirmation.
What's the word I'm looking for here? Confirmation.
There you go, yep.
That Keith Lee is revoking his open challenge and now, obviously, is requiring contendership for his next championship. And we've got...
So how long did that last for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? So he only had 2 open challenges, and then he pulled it already.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's just for this situation. Maybe where it's a pay-per-view he wanted to crown. I don't know. I have no idea. I won't pretend.
You doing okay here? Have you gotten into the drinks in Providence, Rhode Island? Have you been drinking the water? We found out after the second visit you don't drink the water in Providence.
I have been drinking the water. Oh my God, that discus clothesline just took Dunn's head off.
I think that Ciampa might have been he might have signed up for some sort of establishment, some sort of order, because that was a beautiful discus that I think a certain leader of a certain order would be very proud of.
A certain Mr. Lee, if you will.
Yes, Mr. Bruce Lee.
Ooh.
Mr.
Nice.
Jet Lee.
Powerbomb there from Tommaso Ciampa.
Bobby Lee?
Bobby
What
Lee.
other Lees?
I don't know.
Okay, Bobby Lee. I got you.
We'll go with Bobby. But it is officially confirmed, from what I was trying to say before I got completely sidetracked and thought about the Intercontinental Championship. Triple H is challenging Bo Dallas for the World Heavyweight Championship this Friday night. And I can't believe that match is actually being advertised. But it's a thing.
Gross.
Yep. So what has Monday nights come to? I still haven't figured that out. But later tonight, we've got the #1 contender versus the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. For now, he might lose it.
X-Plex.
X-Plex from Dunn. And a kick out, 1.5. But anyway, Triple H and Chris Masters, one-on-one in the main event tonight. So I hope you guys are excited for that as Pete Dunne sits up for the bitter end.
That might be a rope break.
Oh, nope. But it doesn't matter because Tommaso Ciampa kicks out A 2.5.
But now that can't be the only matchup we got here tonight. Like, we can't have just 2 matches. What is that?
I mean, that's fair. Last week there were only 2 matches, but this week you are correct. There are 3, and coming up right after this one, we've got the Raw Women's Bracket Finale, where Dana Brooke takes on Natalya.
Yeah, that's a weird one, but that's fine, I guess. I'm watching Pete Dunne here continue to make short work of Tommaso Ciampa. I say that as he ducks a clothesline and eats one himself.
Absolutely correct there. But yes, due to some technical difficulties, whoa, that stiff right hand from Dunn there. Due to some technical difficulties with UCB Throwdown, there wasn't actually a broadcast that showed the very last semifinals match for the Raw bracket or the SmackDown bracket. So, as a heads up, Natalya beat Liv Morgan.
X-Plex. Just like Pete Dunne beat Tommaso Ciampa to earn himself a title opportunity against Keith Lee this Friday night at 6 p.m. at twitch.tv/UCB Wrestling.
Good plug.
No shame.
I'll make sure Samson throws something up in the in post on that one.
Attaboy, Samson. There's a reason we hired you. It's not because of your stunning good looks.
I thought that was a lot of it, though.
Oh, it was a lot of it, but it wasn't just that.
There you see that last X-Plex that put away Ciampa. We don't get to see all of it, but that's fine. Pete Dunne, everybody, going to face Keith Lee this weekend. And, well, this won't be the first time that him and Keith Lee have had a run-in. So let's hope that Pete Dunne can achieve a victory over Lee and not get beaten.
But here we move on to the finals of the Raw Women's Championship Tournament bracket as Natalya faces off against Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke easily the underdog of this whole tournament, but seemingly training with the Animal Batista and figuring things out here as she eats a
I don't look. She's going for a Samoan drop, and then it got turned into an RKO of sorts. Oh, glam slam.
This early in the match, is Natalya saying that she's going to possibly face Beth Phoenix and beat her for the championship?
Maybe.
That's very presumptuous of Natalya because Beth Phoenix has to face Zelina Vega this Friday on SmackDown.
Yes, she does. And then we determine who is going to be fighting for the prestigious Women's Championship this Friday night. Oh, went for a clothesline, ate a face full of turnbuckle, and then Brooke just slams her head to the mat.
Let's see, there you go. Dana Brooke is now taking control of the matchup here. Natalya has a lot of technical expertise, but Dana Brooke has the fierceness of a wild animal featured in the Providence, Rhode Island Zoo.
Yeah, absolutely. Although I thought he was living in Florida now.
Oh, I was talking about a legitimate wild animal in the zoo.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that her and Dave went for a trip to the zoo.
Animal.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry. Oh, big drop kick.
Yeah, Dana Brooke's doing pretty. Oh, come on.
Natalya rolled out of the way of that elbow drop, and then she just...
Did she?
No, but I'm just trying to give Dana the benefit of the doubt. Oh, my God.
Man, it looked like she kicked her so hard, it looked like her boot went through her face.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, went for a leg drop, and Natalya rolls out of the way.
There we go. Now Natalya is taking control of this matchup. This is what I expect from the Canadian Crusher.
Trying to get the crowd behind her, and then nice little Rey Mysterio influenced bulldog.
Yeah. It works. Oh,
belly to belly. Never mind.
Oh, Dana Brooke going for the first pinfall of the matchup. First pinfall. Did I miss another one? I don't know.
I
don't pay attention.
No, Natalya had the first pinfall.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh, went for signature gorilla chops. Paying homage to Keith Lee. What are you doing?
Yeah, really though. Big vertical suplex there. Natalya, again, trying to get the crowd right there behind her. Don't know if it's going to work for her. Oh, it didn't.
Nah, vicious clothesline from Dana Brooke. Shut any momentum that Natalya had down. And now Dana Brooke is doing something with a beautiful dropkick here. Trying to keep Natalya down on the mat so she can just sort of stomp her, work her, and continue her dominant winning streak.
You're absolutely correct there. There's the neck breaker that they're just throwing her to the mat. I wouldn't even call it a neck breaker. But Dana Brooke is just in complete control of this matchup. Into the turnbuckle post.
My God, she's crazy here. I like this. This is the new side of Dana Brooke here. She sees that championship within her grasp.
She's like, she's more concerned about the fact that it matches her aesthetic, I think, than anything else.
You know what? I was literally just thinking the exact same thing as I was staring at her.
But
that championship belt would look so darn good on her.
It very much would. Oh my God. An elbow drop and then just clubbing blows to the back of the head. That's a little much.
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Dana went for something there, but reversed by Natalya into a German suplex.
Well, it was nice, Dana. You had your shot. Oh.
Oh, went for a clothesline. Big reversal.
Son of a gun. She's still in it.
She's still in it. She's got her
We've
up.
seen this.
Oh, the squatting, stalling, vertical suplex. That's a whole lot of words.
You see a little bit of a stutter step there when she first starts going. She's not really sure of her footing, but once she gets it, she's set, and she could probably do more squats than you and I could in like a year.
Absolutely. And Natalya now going for that discus clothesline, but a big reversal from Brooke. And now Natalya tried to get some momentum going, but Dana is just right there on top of it.
Those clubbing blows of Dana Brooke, man, they're doing good here. I like it.
The fear should definitely still be in the back of the mind of Dana of that sharpshooter getting locked in, as Natalya has tapped out every opponent she's had up to this point.
That's fine. She didn't do it to Dana Brooke yet, and that's all that matters is Dana taking the time to taunt in the ring. Natalya seeing that as a perfect opportunity, but never actually continued on with it as Dana Brooke now continues just beating her down.
Yep.
Jesus.
This is a wild matchup, Plastic, and what a go-home show this is ending up to be. Stiff forearm, off the ropes, cartwheel into a body slam, and a kick out at 2.5 from Natalya. Dana saying, "You sure that was 2?" Big kip up from Natalya, but immediately kicked to the gut by Dana. Went for something, big reversal. And now Dana Brooke is calling Natalya to her feet.
How has Dana Brooke had so much control in this matchup here? Getting her up.
Was that the Batista bomb?
It seemed like a variation of the Batista bomb. As Dana Brooke is able to put away Natalya in a rather shocking turn of events here.
Absolutely. I thought the end of that match was going more in Natalya's sway. She had the opportunity to lock in that sharpshooter, then, well, that might have been it. But Dana Brooke,
that probably would have been it.
Dana Brooke hits the Batista bomb, or a variation of it, and puts the match away.
The Brooke bomb?
The Brooke bomb. Let's do that. Or the
Sure.
the Dana bomb?
I don't know.
I don't know which one works better. If any of you want to, come up with an idea or whatever, just leave it down in post. We've got a comment section on the post feed.
Yeah, you could potentially name a finishing move that would get Dana Brooke the very, very prestigious UCB Women's Championship here now, but we move on to the main event of the evening, as you mentioned beforehand. Triple H, the game, the number one contender to the World Heavyweight Championship, coming out to face Chris Masters, who could potentially be right on his heels with that Money in the Bank briefcase.
You're absolutely right. So, I have a question.
Sure.
I don't know if you'll know the answer to it. I think only the general
Probably
manager is going to know. But depending on where Masters' match is on the card, do you think he could cash in that briefcase before he has to defend the briefcase at Night of Champions?
That would be really funny, because ideally, if the World Heavyweight Championship was before his match, he could cash it in, then he wouldn't have the briefcase to defend.
Yeah. It would just be a match between Chris Masters and Randy Orton. Or would that match get called off? Who knows?
I honestly don't know. Would it then be for the World Heavyweight Championship?
You know, if I were the general manager, that is exactly what I would do. If Masters tried to squirm his way out of a championship match, or no, sorry, out of losing that briefcase, if he did successfully attain the World Championship, I would say yes, that he would have to face Randy Orton for the championship that night.
I think the best thing for the general managers to do, no matter where they put the World Heavyweight Championship, I think the Money in the Bank needs to open the show.
I think you're correct.
Because if not, there is potential that we'd lose out on a matchup. And Chris Masters, you know, he lucks out, really.
He does.
He has a very big advantage to face potentially winded and beat down opponent for that belt.
You're absolutely correct, but at the same time, I don't know if Chris Masters was foolish enough to try and cash in on a potential Triple H as world champion. Now, however, if Bo Dallas somehow manages to retain that championship, it's a little more likely that that would happen.
But here it is. There comes the UCB branded Money in the Bank briefcase.
That is the one exclusively for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Chris Masters is the man who, well, he was the last man to touch it at One Night Stand. So he got very lucky, as I believe it was down to The Rock and Robert Roode trying to fight it down as he knocked over the ladder, climbed up, won himself, and grabbed that briefcase. But now, thanks to the general manager, he might not have that past Friday.
He might not, but he could still possibly lock Randy Orton into the Master Lock. And that would be game over, as nobody has yet broken out of it without assistance.
That is correct. Well, here we go. Match is going. The crowd are all about Triple H here. Chris Masters kind of squirming on the ropes and a running knee from Triple H.
Now this matchup it's very important for two of these men here. Triple H needs to get a victory going into the championship matchup. And if he beats Chris Masters, then he pretty much says, I got your number, kid. Well, I say kid, Chris Masters isn't a kid anymore, but I got your number. You come at me with that briefcase, I'm going to win again.
That is most likely exactly what he's saying to Masters right now as he hits him with another running knee.
And if you look at it from Chris Masters' point of view, this is the number one contender to the championship. If he can't beat him, what chance does he have to beat either the champion or Triple H? If that's the outcome for Friday, I have no idea.
Well, we won't know until Friday happens, but you're making a very solid point. If Masters can't beat Triple H here, and Triple H claims the championship, what are the chances that he would ever attain the gold himself by cashing in that briefcase? Unless Triple H has been beaten to a pulp by, I don't know, a former tag team partner or something. But
we bring it up as well here. You got to mention the fact that Chris Masters is facing arguably Triple H's protege in Randy Orton.
Yes.
So somebody who knows Triple H better than just about anybody.
Probably better than Triple H does in some ways.
Yeah. So Randy Orton knows Triple H. Chris Masters has to face him. That might even be a good warm-up test for Chris Masters.
Yeah. Or, should Randy Orton win and claim the briefcase, well, that could spell bad news for Triple H if Trips manages to win gold.
Absolutely, but I'm watching this matchup here right now, and Triple H literally has Chris Masters' number here right now, as he hasn't been able to do anything yet.
Yeah, it's been entirely one way for Triple H, as Masters seems like he needs to be paying more attention. I think all of his study and focus has been on facing Randy this Friday. Got caught off guard by a random match with the number one contender, and, well, here we are.
I think he's incredibly distracted. He's thinking about the outcomes, thinking about the possibilities. He has to face Randy Orton and beat Orton. Okay, that's the first thing he has to do. Second of all, he has to try to figure out which he's going to face potentially at the end of the night, if he's even going to cash it in. Is it going to be Triple H as the new champion? Beautiful spine buster. Or is it going to be the retaining Bo Dallas? There is a lot going on that Chris Masters has to think about here, and I think that is paying a major toll into his matchup here as, oh dear God, here it is.
Masters just gets to his feet and eats a pedigree as Triple H takes the win. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. Masters has a lot on his plate right now, and, you know, he might not even cash in at the end of the night. It all depends on how everything turns out. But that brings us to the end of Monday Night Raw, and, well, I gotta say, we had a pretty good card tonight. We found out Dana Brooke is moving on to face someone from SmackDown on Friday. Triple H gets a victory before his championship opportunity, and here's Bo Dallas.
Let's see, Bo Dallas going in. Look at this. There's so much happening right here. This is the go-home show for Raw for Night of Champions. Triple H is now taking control of this as Bo Dallas is trying to get something, but Triple H, that wasn't a hard match for him. He's fine.
You're absolutely right. Unfortunately, right now, though, we have got to go off the air. The next show needs to come on. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on SmackDown this Thursday and Night of Champions on Friday.